Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 74. And today is Sunday, October 31st. And this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and unplanned extended work days from the husband who watches the toddler and unexpected toddler sleep times. And, you know, it's always crazy over here.
So welcome to our video. Thank you if you're coming back. And if you are brand new, thank you and welcome. And come on in, sit down, have a drink. When we say Katie Landis, grab a beverage. One of our viewers decided that that was a drinking game because Keisha and I said it so often. So it's been kind of our fun joke that just has perpetuated.
Right. So if you are new, Katie Landis is Laura Landis's daughter. So it's funny that she says Katie Landis. I don't know why I say it. It's just a fun name to say.
You probably say it because I say it. So anyway, what's new with you this week?
Not a whole lot new, just kind of enjoying the fall weather whenever the rain stops. We took James to his very first trunk or treat yesterday. So here's him as a little firefighter, which was fun. So I work for a city, and so I know the firemen, and it was put on by the city. So he got to see real firemen and get his picture in front of the fire truck and all that kind of thing. So
fun.
That's all that's new in my life. How about you?
Well, I went to a retreat last weekend. I talked a little bit about it. I'll talk a little more as we go through this. We had a great time, and man, did I stitch, which people say they don't stitch at retreats. Well, this was a kind of retreat where you could get some stitching done. And we had our stitch together last night with the Black Needle Society, and I'll show you some fun stuff from that in a little bit. Nice. And other than that, you know, just keeping going at work.
Right. I was going to join you at the online stitching thing, but it's postseason baseball time. So I was very wrapped up in the baseball game, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to pay any attention to anybody. And then whenever it was done, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to sleep.
I was checking the recordings this morning because I'm like, there are shows that I really like and they haven't been recording the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And I looked and it said, yeah, the last airing was October 14th.
Oh, well, gosh.
I'm sure it's because they're on the channel with the World Series game, the playoffs,
right?
And then the World Series games. So,
well, and you and I both watched The Masked Singer, and there was no Masked Singer this week because baseball was on.
Right. They played they did like a recap thing. So
yeah, they did like the top 10 songs of all time, because we went we sometimes watch it the next day on Hulu, and we went and I was like, there was no new episode of this. I have been watching that network every single night. But yeah, it was just like a recap thing. So.
Yeah. So okay, hey, how about finishes?
Ooh, finishes. Okay. So this isn't like an actual finish, but it's kind of a finish. So I started working on the Maple Lane Club from the Frosted Pumpkin.
So
and I love it. And I really wanted to get it done before the next part comes out on the 5th. And I finished it yesterday. So this is on 14 count vellum, and it's all the called for floss. I actually bought the kit from Frosted Pumpkin. I might have to go in. It's hard to even see on here, but some of the white is hard to see on here.
Yeah, vellum is very pale.
Yeah, just because of the color I got. In other spots, it'd probably show up a little bit better, but those are a little hard to see. So I may have to go in and backstitch a little bit just to make those pop out, maybe with a light gray or something.
Just to give them a little dimension.
Anyway, first part finished. So now I wait until the 5th to see what the next part is.
Okay.
How about you? I know you have a ton of things to show.
Okay. So my first retreat finish was Nee Me Nee from La Di Da. And if you remember, this is the one that the dimensions are listed incorrectly on the chart.
Mhm.
And Katie was working on a La Di Da chart last night and realized, an older one, and realized that the pattern left off one whole section.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not, it's 8 stitches wide or higher
Oh, gotcha.
on the end, but it's on the I can't think what it's called. It's the one that says Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
Mhm.
And it just left off the top border on the chart.
Hmm.
So she had to adapt and add to that. But anyway, here is my finish.
So good.
This is 28 count precious metals from Silkweaver. It's really about this color, very gold, really
Yeah.
warm. It's pretty. And then I used a DMC for the outline and the lettering. And then the chevrons, all the other fun stuff is it's a special edition from Gentle Arts, and mine had fruit smoothie written on it. So you can see the colors in it are just fabulous.
Yeah, that's fun.
And that's, you also get to see right there, that's where I repaired it.
Mhm.
And I just went right across it. I don't think it shows bad. And
No, that
no,
far away you can't see it.
yeah, if you're looking at it on my wall, you can't see that at all. I showed it last night to the people and they're all like, what? And they're all going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then they would look at me because they knew, you know,
Right.
they were trying to find where I would have shortened it or something. No.
Mhm.
And then on the same day, and I put in over 1,000 stitches to finish that one. So it's not like
Wow.
I just stacked the deck and took a bunch of stuff that I could finish in a snap. No, no. Then I had this one, White Pumpkin Patch from By the Bay Needle Art, which I feel like is kind of hard to see. I'm sure it's the photograph because they used, well, they used cream Belfast. So it is a lighter fabric anyway. I had a piece of Lakeside Linens, just a little scrap that I picked up somewhere. And so mine's darker. So
Oh,
that's what I did.
wow. That looks so good.
Thank you.
I
I
love
loved
that.
how that came out. So
Mhm.
it's just, and okay, so mine is about this color. I have found my spot where the color
Yeah.
finally looks true. So,
Right.
but then I hold it up for you to see. So anyway, I put in that day, I think I put in at least 300 or 400 stitches on that one to finish.
Mhm.
And I had already put in quite a few more right before that, because it was my, after I finished my 13 days, it was one that I was like, yeah, it's getting done.
Right.
And then those were both finished on the same day on the 22nd. And then on the 23rd, I worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. This was my 25/7 number 4. And it's coming to America.
Oh, wow.
Mine is on 36 count Boston by Seraphim.
Mhm.
And I finished off with all of those names and the date in the center and the leaves there in the center. So that is it.
Wow. It looks so
Oh,
good.
thank you. My pilgrims have landed.
In time for this Thanksgiving.
Bless you. She back there sneezing. I don't know if you can hear or not. Yes, in time for this Thanksgiving. And I think, I mean, just the way that mine is done, probably I will do this as a bell pull.
Mhm.
So we'll see what I can find to get it put together and get it finished off, because I would like to get it up and displayed. So,
Right.
but that was finish number 29 for the year.
Wow.
And my goal was 30.
Wow. So you're definitely going to make that.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. And you and I kind of had a discussion about finishes this week.
Mhm.
And we were both talking about stretching a little bit.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
because I guess we can talk about that in plans, huh?
Well, I mean, we can talk about it now since you brought it up. That's fine.
Okay.
So we were just kind of talking about how, you're almost at your goal. We still have a couple months left, and
Mhm.
how we've just really kind of stretched ourselves this year, I feel like, to just finish more things and be more productive with our stitching.
And I think we talked about it before I finished those 3.
Yeah.
So because we talked about it before retreat.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
So
So I right now I'm at 16 finishes for the year. And I'm like, I've got, just the way I have things lined up, I might be able to get to 25.
that would be so amazing.
Because I have a couple of things that are like close. So I could maybe push myself. I don't know if I'll actually make it to 25. That's my new goal. Because I didn't even think I'd get 10 this year, guys.
Yeah,
So,
we just didn't know what to expect for you with James and just everything that's changed in your life. So
yeah. And I mean, and really, the 25/7 has really been pushing me to at least make sure that I get time every day to stitch, which has been good. Because it feels a little less pressure. It's like, if I can do 25 stitches a day, like, I can do that. I can find time for that, So that's been pretty instrumental in just making sure that I stitch every day. And then we started working on fun every day together, which I do almost work on every day. And that has given me like some mini finishes, and I have a set goal on that. And it's really like motivated me to keep me going. So, yeah, I've been a lot more productive this year than I thought I would be. So.
And I had set my goal at 30, and I told Keisha, well, I'm really close on, several. And I'm thinking I can probably get to 35 by the end of the year. And we're going to, Black Needle again is going to do, I won't say the right hashtag, but it's the 12 days of stitching for Christmas time. And I know I have pieces that I was kind of close on last year. And excuse me, this month showed me that I liked what I did. I did all 13 of my projects in days 1 through 13. And then the rest of the month, I have just been focused on stitching. And I think it's I'm not going to change projects. So I know that I have the luxury of stitching on the same project until it's finished.
Right. Well, and I found, excuse me, I found that for me, if I can have like a week's worth of time where I'm focusing on a project, I'll get close to done. Because basically the way that I've been, so I've been setting like a stitch count goal for certain pieces. There are a few pieces I'm trying to get done by the end of the year, just because I want them done, not for any real reason. But so I've been doing, okay, I'm going to do my 25/7 because I work on that every day. And then we'll see how fun every day is doing. And usually I work on that. And then whenever I'm done with those 2 things, I will work on whatever project I pick for the week to finish out that goal. Because you all know, as stitchers, it takes time to just, if you're a person who uses a hoop or a Q-snap, to get it in that stuff. And then for everyone, just to get out all your materials and figure out where you were stitching on it last, and just all of the time to set up so that you sit down and you're ready to get into your rhythm of stitching. I found that if I just kind of work on one thing a week, really, and most of my 25/7 have been perforated paper, so I can just like kind of pick those up pretty easily. But I found that has really been working for me. So,
and I just, neither one of us are really finish oriented, like number of finishes oriented. We set that more as I wonder if I can do that this year. We're both very laid back about that. We're not just driven by, I have to have, X number of finishes. So it's more of a way to challenge ourselves, I feel like.
Right. And I feel like both of us have gotten to where we're like, okay, I'm trying to hit this number of stitches for today or something. Because I know that you've really been diligent about counting your stitches too. And that's just something that I like to do. So I'm like, if I'm averaging 200 stitches a day, that's a pretty good average for me because I'm a slower stitcher and I have a limited amount of time. I have a couple hours in the evening that I can stitch. So usually if I get about 200, I feel pretty good. And then if I get over 200, I'm like, look at me go.
So I do feel like, we like to finish things that, I mean, everybody does, but I don't think that's just the end all for us.
Right.
It's kind of like our friend Connie from Count Twice Stitch Once. Last year, she realized, and I don't remember how far into the year, but it was pretty far. I think it was somewhere in the fall. She realized that she could maybe get to 100 finishes by the end of the year.
Ooh.
And she really pushed it. And she'll tell you, she did a lot of Mill Hill finishes, a lot of smaller ones, but she also did some like bigger things for her mixed in there too. And she did get over 100 finishes. And she's like, I'll never do that again. But
but
it was
it's nice
so
to
cool.
be like, 1 year I did that. Well, and those little mill hills are nothing to sneeze at. I mean, they're like 800 to 1,000 stitches, even the little ornament size ones when you count the beads.
Yeah.
Like there.
So, and the time it takes to do beading too.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're lucky and you get a lot of the bigger beads where you don't have to do half stitches. That's good stuff.
So I was going to show you one more thing in finishes.
Okay.
Yesterday in the black needle box, we got scissors.
Ooh, those are cool.
This is the tail of the cat.
Oh, I love that.
And they're the same on both sides. There we go. I'll get them in front of something that's not so dark. But at midnight on our chat, we opened today's gift. And today's gift is a kit from the Black Needle.
Oh, look at that. Well done, Katie Landis.
So this is the fob, and our friend Connie made the fobs. She put them all together, and she also model stitched this witch.
Wow.
Is that fun? But those fobs are so sparkly and pretty. Yes. And Connie is so fun to listen to because she's like, oh, well, I have to have just the right things to go on it. So I really love when we get her to do things. I think we've probably grown too big for her now, and we probably won't get any other Connie things unless she loses her mind. Maybe in-person events because they would be smaller. And the other thing was my finish number 21 that I couldn't show you guys. So that is the little bookmark. We've talked about backing it on purple or black with some felt, but for now that's it. And I'll have to show you because we were talking about, perforated paper last night. There's my back.
Oh, nice. That's a good perforated paperback.
So you really have to tuck things in and make sure. If I thought that, this is about as far as I carried between those two little, and on the front, I don't think you see it. It's right here.
Yeah. Whenever I do my stuff to see if I can carry, I will hold it away from me to see if you can see it through the holes.
Well, and I was trying when I carried, if you have it tight enough, you can make it land between the holes.
Yeah.
So, but this, I just love this. That's so
gorgeous. Cool. I love that.
And if you have the box and you open the pattern, Katie put a template in there for this, and it's not correct. It resized during production, and it shrunk, so it's not the right size. So Katie is going to put a version out there to all the people who bought the box so that they will be able to have the right size template. We did hear people say that they used some thin cardboard and pressed it in there because it, you could get the impression of it, and then you could cut around that and use that as a template. And people just talked about different things that they did to make it work. So one of the ladies who had not been able to stand waiting to open everything every day had already finished hers. She had both finished and she showed us at midnight. So
Oh, nice.
it was really fun. But that's a finish that I didn't previously get to show you that now I can.
Oh, that Katie Landis, she's talented.
Oh, and there. Time for water.
Right. And you're talented too. Look at those Landis ladies.
Well, thank you.
And Connie. That's Scissor Father's crazy.
Yes. Yes. And that was so fun. And she whipped that thing out fast. So it's really fun. And it's such a fun thing to have on those cat scissors.
Connie is the Mill Hill Queen I aspire to be. So
do you want to show our stitchy kindness?
Yes, I would love to show it.
So mine is stuck to some things here. So while our friend Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, was at, here's my black cat, Katie's cat, Bella. Well, she was at Stitch West this year. Ray Slade brought, and I didn't ask if I could say Ray's name. So anyway, you guys know Ray Stitching Sunshine. She sent a package for Katie and Keisha and I. Yes. And I've already sent her a little note to tell her thank you. But you guys, you ready? Are you ready for with yours?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready.
Go. Look how cute.
It's just the best. Thank you, Ray.
They're so cute. I was just dying. They're so fun.
They're cute on the back too.
Yes. Oh yeah. And our trees are even different.
Yeah.
See, mine really matches my hedgie. And I feel like my hedgie is really purple.
And mine's green. It's perfect. You picked the perfect ones for us.
And the one Katie kept is more white like Keisha's with purple flowers in it. So that was just so fun. Such a nice surprise. It's our first Stitchy kindness from a viewer.
It's my first. And Ray, I want to tell you, I have been looking for the perfect needle minder for my fun every day because it's on perforated paper. And a lot of the ones I have are bigger and a little bit heavier. And this is perfect. So I am going to see this little guy almost every single day. So thank you so much. I love him. I didn't even let James take him. He tried.
He's so adorable. I love little hedgehogs. That's one of my newer things that I'm a little addicted to.
They're very cute.
We may have to get out the work basket freebie Quaker hedgehog and stitch him up.
I've already stitched one. But I'm in the middle. I was going to stitch two facing each other.
Oh,
I'm doing the mirrored one. We'll have to pull it out and we can work on it together.
Cool. Okay, what other stash do you have?
Oh, I have a lot of stash this time, I feel like. For me, anyway. So the Landis ladies went to Galleria and they brought me presents. So this is Christmas at the Beach Triptych by Meridian Designs. And it's made so that you can put them on those little sleds. They have them all finished here. But look at how fun this is. I'm so excited. It looks
a little like he's nude sunbathing. I don't know.
Well, he has on green shorts.
Oh, the green. Okay.
Don't you worry. But it's his prerogative. He's, and I was looking at all the materials you need, and these are actually beads. So that would be kind of fun. The lights on there.
Cool.
So I might go through my old Mill Hill projects and just find some fun beads that I already have in my
stash.
Be
perfect.
So anyway, I love this and I'm really excited. I'll have to work on that whenever I'm working on my Christmas stitching. And then they also got me this thing. And it's a tape measure. And it's just a lot of fun.
Isn't that hysterical?
I love it. And I did have to take this one from James because he found out about this and then I would make it go like that and he would giggle and giggle and giggle. Then he started just taking it a little too far and I'm like, please do not break this. I'm taking it back.
Well, let me tell you that you have one, Katie has one, and Kathy Haberman has one.
Wow.
You're in good company, huh?
What a set. But anyway, I love this. It's so fun. So I have that. And then I did not get the trick or treat box from the Black Needle Society because I was like, gotta choose if you want Halloween or Christmas. So I'm getting Christmas. But luckily, some of the extras went into the vault. And I thought that I had missed out on things. And I was kind of talking to Laura after our Stitch With Us. I have a line from my
You
blind
do.
on my face. Sorry, guys. You never know what you're going to get with the lighting situation over here. But anyway, so I thought I had missed out on everything because I was busy whenever stuff dropped. And usually if you're not fast, everything is sold out. So I was like, oh man, I missed it. And Laura's like, you didn't miss it. There's still some of what you want over there. So I ended up with this Bitsy Keep.
Aren't those great?
Yes, it's so fun. So it's felt here in the middle so that you can like wind up your floss and they'll stick there. Then it's also got places for you to put your floss. And it came with labels so that you could put labels down here and put what your project is up here. And it says Monster Mash. That's kind of fun.
And that's so Kelly is a magnet.
Oh, really? Well, I didn't know that yet. So,
when you weren't mentioning it, I'm like, I don't think she's realized this.
I didn't know it.
I bet your little hedgie would stick right to it.
Probably so. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there he goes. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. And then the thing that I actually went on there to buy is this bag that has the Vincent Price monologue from the Thriller song.
It's so good, isn't it?
I love it so much.
And I think you got lucky because most people don't expect us to drop anything until the 1st. But we decided we would put items in the vault after the 15th so that there would be, like halfway.
Right. So I was really excited to get this because Michael Jackson's good, but I love Vincent Price. So I'm very excited about this. So, and it's a good size. I'll be able to fit so many things in here. That might be where my Halloween
favorite color and my favorite color.
It's good. And I actually got to help like vote on what colors that ended up being. And this is the one I voted for because it looks like an eerie sunset time. But anyway, so that is my stash.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to have things like in no particular order. And you know what? I did not bring my retreat project and stuff over here with me. So I'll show it next time because I already have quite a bit. I went to the LNS yesterday or the other day, whenever it was, to get some floss. And they had she always does a really cute little goodie bag for Halloween. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but it has some candy in it and it has a coupon in there, which it has a coupon in there for framing if I want to use it that way. And I think I need to do that. But it also has a free pattern. And I'm going to show you the picture I took of the model because the one that they have on the pattern itself I think looks a little different. But so I got this pattern.
So fun.
And this is by Kathy, the shop owner, and her design line is Rosie and Me. So it's just 3 colors, punchberry for the purple, or 2 colors, I mean, punchberry for the purple and then the black. I don't know why I all of a sudden got so blown out. But that's it. And that cat fur, I love this. I'm going to zoom way in on this. Look at the detail.
Oh, wow. That's so fun.
So you do a bunch of cross stitches and then you do straight stitches on top of it just to give it that funky little look. So it's pretty cute. So, and bag o' floss. And then I cracked up. We got a cute little note at retreat. And with it came these. And it came with a bag of M&Ms. And we were supposed to eat our M&Ms with this so our hands wouldn't get dirty.
Oh.
Gotta love it, right? And yeah, that would have made you laugh. Yeah.
It would have. Well, because I'm just thinking, The only time that my hands have ever really gotten dirty from M&Ms is whenever you take some M&Ms and then, because we sometimes have them at the office, and you're just like kind of walking around and you're like, I
Yeah.
need to eat these M&Ms, but I'm also talking to people. And then you open your hand and you're like, oh, it got
Oh, my hand is a rainbow. I got some 28 count raw cashel because you know you got to
I
have
can
it,
always use
right?
that.
And oh, Athena went to Stitch West and she got to go to Shepherd's Bush and she got me Mistress Mary. Oh, there we go. Nope, the bag is like, there we go.
Very
Really
nice.
sweet little kit. Comes with the mat and silk floss and the fabric and a little, this, she said this is what sold her. It's a bunny button.
Oh, nice.
And if you don't know, I love rabbits. So
She was pretty brave buying you something from Shepherd's Bush, because I have no idea what you have from Shepherd's Bush because you like them so much.
and I also got, you'll see what I'm fighting with here in a minute. I picked up from they had a kind of a fun area out. I got Mockingbird by Lottie
Oh,
Da.
fun.
I'm gonna check my dimensions on this one. But I have a bushel and a peck, and I have Mersey Dotes. So this is fun to have another one in the series.
Right.
So, and then I also got this by Prairie Moon, and it's called Frida Freedom.
Oh, very nice.
Kind of a fun primitive thing. We'll see what I think. And then I've really been wanting this, and I hope I don't already have it. If I already have it, we'll see what I do with it. I don't know if it's a Keisha thing. It's Hibernation Day by Heartstring Samplery.
Oh, that's very pretty.
And I know a lot of people have been stitching this in the last few years. And it says, I love the snap of winter air and snowflakes on my face. How snow drifts make the world disappear without a trace. I'm sorry, it's really hard to see. I hit right here. I'll take a day dressed in pajamas in a room without a view. If I can spend the day curled up next to you, let's have a hibernation day, me and you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got a couple, you know me, I love, she calls these Floss Bobs. These are ones that Julie made. This one has the bee and the heart on the front, and then all these little bees on the tag.
Oh, very fun.
Love that one. But then wait, this one. It says, I'm not evil, just slightly bent and very twisted.
Well, I love that one.
And it has a star and a heart. But yeah, I mean,
the mustache.
It just cracked me up. So, and my final find was this project bag. So look at that fabric inside. It's
Very
gorgeous.
pretty.
Look at this.
Nice.
I was just in love.
Yeah, that's a very you bag. That inside fabric is very you, and
Yeah. And the sewing and I mean, I just loved it. So really cool. That was my stash.
Nice. Can I tell you something that's cracking me up a little bit?
What's
we
that?
both have the same bag in the background.
I saw that too. We do love a good big bag, right? And that's Gilmore Girls.
Right.
So I'm shoving everything back in the bag. I'm trying to be fairly quiet. How about some whips?
All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot of whips to show, actually. I've been concentrating a lot on the same things. So I haven't worked on my 25/7 for a few days, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But here is my 25/7 that I've been working on. It's Home Run by Mill Hill. I've made a couple different substitutions on it, but let me show you where I am. So here's the whole thing.
Awesome.
It is all done except for like 7 beads on top of this batting helmet. That's where I made one of the substitutions, is I made it blue instead of red. And then I didn't get the color that they called for the face and the hands, but I just substituted something else that was in there and it works fine. So if you haven't heard, my baseball team is in the World Series right now, and they're actually up 3-1, so maybe they'll win it all tonight. If they win the World Series, their batting helmets are like a navy blue with a red bill, and I have the beads to do that. So that's what I'm going to end up making the batting helmet. But if they don't win, we live in Kansas City and it's the Royals here, so I'll just make the whole thing blue. So I'm not going to baseball jinx my team. So we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. But if they win tonight, I will put in those last beads tonight. So I've kind of paused. I'm starting a new 25/7 starting in November, but I just kind of gave myself a couple days off. I actually got all the rest of this beading done. I was done on Monday. So because I put in 61 stitches instead of 25, because I was like, I'm so close to being done with it.
I get that.
Yeah, so that's my 25/7. And then I have been working on Fun Everyday September. So I was working on the apple here, but I ran out of, well, I didn't run out of, I didn't have this purple floss because the floss key didn't indicate that it was being used. And this is the reprint, so I'm wondering if that was just an error in the reprint. And then I started working on this bus. So I'll show you the apple first. So here's where I am. And like I said, I'm all done except for those purple stripes in there. And Laura, when she went to our LNS the other day, looked for this color for me, but they didn't have it. And neither does 123 Stitch. So I may order from Fire Poppies. But I told Laura the problem with Fire Poppies is you get free shipping on orders over $45.
Yes.
And this floss doesn't cost $45, but man, oh man, will I want that free shipping. And it's a whole thing. Okay, so then here I am on the school days, the one with the bus, and those windows. So I did one of the windows on our Stitch With Us last week and then did the other one. And I told Laura, it looks a little bit like, oh, maybe I don't want to get on that bus.
That's the psychedelic bus.
I did them in round and round and round because this pattern has a lot of, well, the whole set of patterns has a lot of, hey, try stitching this way, just for some interesting things. I will caution you, so not only was there that issue with the thread, like not showing up that you needed it, but on the reference picture, you see that there are little red reflector lights underneath the headlights there. And as you can see on mine, there is not. The pattern doesn't show them.
Oh no.
So if you're stitching this, and I know that you're going to be stitching it later, if you want those red reflector parts, make sure you're referring to the picture. I stitched my yellow in columns, so it would be really hard for me to go and like try to pull those stitches out. So I think I'm just going to leave without it. It's fine with me, but just a word of caution if you're also stitching these, to just kind of watch out for that. I didn't have any problem with January, so I'm wondering if it's something with the reprints, because the January we have is an original. So, but anyway, just something to be on the lookout for. Okay, and then, so I did those two, and then I did Maple Lane. That was the majority of my time. But yesterday I thought I'd do some Halloween stitching, and I finished my goal on Fun Every Day, so it's all Halloween stitching today, which I'm very excited about. But I worked on Candy Corn Costume Party 2020 from the Frosted Pumpkin. Yes. And last night I stitched that little crayon one. And I love him.
Look at that.
So this is 32
you got, right? 2 you got.
Yeah. Well, I had the hot dog. I had a few stitches on that one, but I finished that one out, and then I did the crayon. And this is 32 count Fathom from Picture This Plus. And the needle minder is from the Black Needle Society, the Cozy Stitching Box. So, but anyway, I love this little one, and I'm wondering about doing the this little gumball machine guy today. I don't know that I'll do him. but I left it in the hoop just in case I felt like doing that today.
There you go.
And then the last thing I worked on, because I finished that yesterday and I was like, well, I still have a little bit of stitching time because I'm watching the baseball game. So I wanted to grab something that was just easy. And so I pulled back out Miss Witch from Satsuma Street. And this came as a kit. And here's where that is now. I put in the blue and the orange that's in there right now. So not a whole lot, just enough to finish out my evening before I went to
The
bed.
colors are so pretty against the black.
They're so vibrant. I really, really like it. But anyway, that's what I've worked on. So.
Okay. Settle in. Are y'all ready?
All right. I've got my drink. I'm ready.
After I had all my finishes, I let people vote at retreat, the people at my table, and they voted on Hummingbird Heaven by Just Nan. Now, I have not worked on this in forever. And when I worked on it, I remembered why I haven't worked on this band. There is nothing hard about it, not a thing that's hard. It is simply all confetti.
Oh.
So I already had everything from this green down finished, and I did where the geese are. But I mean, that is just like massive confetti. And I worked on that a couple of hours, and that's what I got done. So I really, it may end up being a 25/7 because that would get me to pull it out. That's kind of what I've used 25/7 for, is something that I would like to see finished, but that I just don't exactly reach for. And that would let me pull that one and really work on it. So, and it's a Just Nan, so it has some fun stitches in there too.
Right.
Then one of the other pieces, okay, Bella has settled on my projects. One of the other projects that I worked on at retreat is also by Rosie and me. It's in this really pretty bag from Judy.
Yeah.
Inside. And it is, find my cover page. It's Count Your Friends.
Oh, yeah.
She used 37 count Cloudburst Legacy Linen and Weeks Dye Works Deep Sea, which I really love Deep Sea. However, I found 36 count Stone from Fiber on a Whim and Argyle Socks floss by Crescent Colors. No, what's it called now? Classic Color Works. Sorry, got to get the right name. My needle has settled funny in there. There we go. And it is one of my Whipco pieces, which is why I pulled it out. Let me just poke this through because it really got tangled through there. It's one of my Whipco projects, and at this point I need to finish it to complete the Whipco. So that's about the color of the fabric. And you can see there's the top, and I put in, I think I am on, I didn't do a ton of work on this one, but I did this whole line. I just need the top of the C. And that will be, yeah, I think that's all I did on that one, just that one line. So it's a lot of lettering left to do, which goes pretty quickly, and then the border. And the top is just going to be straight like the bottom is. And see that over there. So really it's not that much left to do. So see, that's
especially
what'd you start to say?
Oh, I was going to say, especially how fast you stitch letters.
Yeah, I do like lettering. So that's why I saved the middle of my Coming to America. And you guys, I'm bending over and dropping these in a bag. That's why I keep leaning off camera here. So that's when I feel like I could finish. And then I got home and it was the 25th. So that means I pulled this one out. I love this bag. And because I was so hot and heavy on working on my Halloween stuff, I didn't spend a lot of time, but it is a Quaker Christmas from Bygone Stitches. And I mean, it's a pretty good size one. It is, it doesn't say it here on the front. It's big. I just know that. and I'm stitching it on 36 count beige linen from Weeks Dye Works. Yeah. And I'm using Carrie's Creations limited edition. I need to give you a skein or two of this since you like green so much. Because I ordered enough to use 2 strands, and I'm only using one. So you'll see how far I am, but I have this much floss left.
Wow. Well, you never want to underbuy on something like that though, because what if you accidentally run out and you've stitched an entire sampler except for one corner?
And Carrie was doing, this is a limited edition color. So it's one she dyed and then decided not to add to her line. And she's not dyeing floss anymore.
Right.
So I'm really glad I bought it, but I bought enough to do it over to use 2 strands, and I'm only using one because it's 36 count. So there's the whole thing where I am. And last month I made it to the corner over here. And this month I put in the bee, and I filled in, like I did this thing on the top, which I don't know, kind of looks like a snail to me. Do you see that?
A little bit, or like a half butterfly or moth.
Something. And I put in just some more of this. So I really didn't spend a lot of time on it, but that corner, I'm coming up that side now, and I'll have to, you could see, I mean.
Yeah, you're getting, you got almost 3/4 of it, 3/4 of the way done.
I might have to talk to my friend Judy. I stitch this with her every month, and I'm feeling the urge to finish it. I'm, you know, I'm getting to the, I really don't want to just pull it out once a month. I want to finish it.
You're getting to the end is near.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a project that I've been thinking about for my next 25/7, but that one's really calling to me. But Judy and I have been stitching on it monthly together. So I don't know how she would feel. Okay, now I'm really going to have to disrupt Bella, and she's not going to be happy. There we go. I am working on my fun every day, and mine is, I'm still on July, and I'm working on Thursday. And mine is,
wow, really coming along.
So I've been doing this at school every day, and I've just been filling in, and you can see where I'm going around and around on mine.
Yeah, definitely.
So my floss is Morning Glory, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yes, Morning Glory. So that's what I've been working with. And I picked up the extra floss. Uh-oh. Okay. I picked up the extra flosses that I need. I'll do that again because that was too quick, right? I picked up the extra flosses that I'll need to do April.
Oh, wow. The raindrop one is so pretty. Look at that.
Yes, I'm excited about that. And it's just, I really like this. Well, I'll get Monday. Yeah. Monday is in April. We were wondering about where things were.
Yeah. Yeah, because Tuesday is in January. And then we looked at the calendar to see, well, when this was published, was the first on a Tuesday? Nope.
Yeah, no.
And so we don't know.
So we get the number 4 because it's April. And I did 7 in July.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Are you doing 9?
Let me see. Oh yeah, I am doing 9. So
that just occurred to me. So we're really with it, Keisha. We know, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, and that one goes in the school bag so that I'll take it back there. And then yeah, I know Belle. Oh, she's gonna run now. She's mad at me. My 25/7 this week, since I finished my other one, I thought I could finish this in a week, and wrong one, and finish it up by Halloween. Pumpkin Joe.
I love him.
If you have been watching the Black Needle Society, where Katie and I are doing our daily videos, you will know that Joe has the biggest pants known to man. When I started, I had part of the outline of the pants, not even all the way around. And on the day that I worked on him, I put in the heart. And then I have been working on Joe's pants, and you know, Joe's pants are killing me. And yesterday, I mean, like this week. So last Sunday, starting last Sunday, 104 number of stitches, 104, 113, 92, 108, 144, 89, and last night, 350. And that finally finished Joe's pants.
Oh man.
Joe has some big pants. And if you see all the spots in there, those are Scotch stitches.
Oh, fun.
Pull that. This is kind of shredding. I need to run it around on my sewing machine. But I mean, that's a lot of stitches. I mean, 5, 6, that's over 1,000 stitches in his pants.
Right. Well, it kind of goes back to what we've talked about before. You just don't know how many stitches are in things.
I mean, you look at this, and do you think Joe's pants are going to be well over 1,000
Like
stitches?
a couple hundred stitches.
I mean, goodness gracious. So,
well,
yeah.
You finished his pants by Halloween.
But I made him my 25/7, so I'm feeling like I'm supposed to stick with him until he's done now.
Hopefully he'll land with your pilgrims and be ready for by Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was thinking too that today is Halloween, and maybe my 25/7 will just get an all day. And we'll see how far I get with him, because dang.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I've been working on, and this is my last whip, I'm sorry, there's so many, I know, is flying lessons from Silver Creek Samplers. This was in the Black Needle box, so this will be available tomorrow on the 1st.
Set your alarms.
Yeah. And I think it was in the second half. And I saw Jennifer Gorski finish, and I had already been talking about this. Like when we got these patterns way back, I had been talking about changing things. Then I saw Jennifer finish hers, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm totally team purple. So you can see green came with it, but I went to my DMC stash and pulled out a purple and changed that out.
Oh, and that looks so great with it.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
And last night, during our stitch with us, I did the word night.
It's really good. That black just looks really nice, like with everything.
This is 18 count Aida, and this is another one that I need to stitch because the Aida is a little shreddy, which I don't work with Aida. So that's, you know, I don't even remember what Aida does. It is 18 count Hazelwood from Fiber on a Whim.
Oh.
So
it's
a beautiful color. It's really nicely variegated. And I have like half of the piece left.
Oh,
so nice. You have way more than enough to get done. And it's all DMC. I don't know if everything's going to match up as kits or if we'll have some that are just charts in the vault. I haven't asked Katie about that one, but that's the other one I've been working on, and I've really been having fun with it. I love it.
Right. And that's just, it's blackneedlesociety.com, right?
Yes, the Black Needle Society.
The Black Needle Society. So
yeah.
Do you know what time those are going to be released?
I don't, but if you follow us on Instagram, Katie will post a message about when things will drop. And oftentimes in our stories, she posts a countdown clock.
Right. So just be on the lookout for that. Cause yeah, I mean, it looked like whenever you did the first half of the box, it was most of the things you could get. So if you didn't get the box and you saw a bunch of stuff that you liked, like I did with the first half, make sure you jump on there and get you some fun things.
Yeah, I think there have been some really great things, and you know, like the kit that I showed you earlier will be available. I'm not sure if we have any of the black cat scissors left. However, those are from Kelmscott Designs, and that is not one that's exclusive to us.
Okay, well
So,
that's good to know, because
yeah,
I mean I know people love cats, and those are pretty fun scissors, even
they're
for me,
so
and I
good.
don't, cats aren't my thing, so
Yep.
they're good.
Our friend Vicky has a pair.
Oh, okay, well I
Of
didn't know
course. Right.
it.
Yeah. So, how about plans?
Okay, so I've been trying to think through, and I don't know that I brought everything in here. I'm trying to decide what my next 25/7 is going to be. And I didn't bring the options in here. I was thinking about doing something small and just finishing it up in November, because I have a couple of smaller mill hills. But also, one of the Santas for this year is a Santa holding a turkey dinner. And I was like, well, that could be Thanksgiving and Christmas. So maybe I'll start that one tomorrow. Who knows? Of course, I'll continue working on Fun Every Day. I need to order the color I need for the purple here. But so I should finish these two in the next month. And then I've been letting my husband pick the next one. So I'll have to ask him whether or not he wants me to do the heart or the 9. But so I should finish 3 pieces of that next month if I'm really on the ball about things. Then I've been working on Nice to Meet You from R&R, or from the Scarlet House, but it's on R&R fabric.
Right.
And I've just been kind of picking a thing each month to work on. I figured out that what I have left, if I do like equal stitches this month and next, or November and December, if I just do 75% of that sheep, I should be on my goal. This is what it looks like right now.
I think that sheep is the hardest thing to see on the printed pattern. So I'm anxious to see when you stitching, because I think your fabric is plenty dark.
Right. Well, because the color of the sheep is the color of the white in the skirt. So it's going to show up really well. It's hard to see in the photograph because it looks like their fabric was maybe a little bit lighter, or just the way it photographed.
Yeah.
Didn't turn out as well. So I'm going to do that. And then I plan on making Autumn and Stars Hollow a big focus piece, because I'd like it done by the end of this year, but it hasn't been getting all the attention I mean for it to. And this is from the Black Needle Society. And I mean, I'm hoping to get a few thousand stitches on it, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. And sorry, it's a little bit of a mess. I didn't get it all ready for you guys.
Oh, just wait. I have a beautiful one to show you guys.
Right. But here's where I am on it. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm hoping to get that finished by the end of this year, so it'll take a couple thousand stitches. But those are going to be my main focus. I don't really have anything that I'm doing right now that's overly Thanksgiving in my stash. So I'm just going to work more on fall pieces and on just gold pieces toward the end of the year. So that's my plans for November, at least. And probably next week I'll probably work on Autumn and Stars Hollow, and on Fun Every Day is probably what I'll end up working on. So
okay. And maybe we'll make a video showing what we decide to choose for if you're doing 12 stitches of Halloween. Tell us what you do with the number 12.
Ooh, yeah. Well, because I have a couple hundred stitches to do today, and I'll have 1,300 stitches for Halloween. So
wow.
Yeah. So I'll think about it. I'll let you know what I'm gonna do. So
cool. If you sign up for the Black Needle Society's newsletter, we send out a newsletter once a month. So it comes out on the 1st of every month. And this month, for November 1st, this pattern will be in there as a freebie.
Oh, well, now I have to change my plans.
And mine went on walkabout for a couple days, so I don't have much done, but I'm probably going to I'm going to change my plans, and Joe's probably not getting a whole lot of time because I'm going to work on this. So I have the gather done, and I need to do all the rest of it.
Hello. So we had to do a little bit of a pause because James woke up from his nap.
It sounded like he said hello when you said that. So
say hi. No? Okay.
But anyway, guys, if you would like to sign up for the newsletter, we're not going to flood you with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's really pretty, right? Then you too can get this pattern tomorrow and you'll find out about all the things Black Needle. Then my focus project for November, and I've kind of been liking the idea of pulling one project that I just want to get a lot of stitches on, the one that I read for. So I have Our House from The Good Housewife, and way more stitches in this than what I thought. I mean, I knew it was big, but a lot of it is solid. And this is my one that hasn't been ironed.
I love this one.
So I have a lot, you know, I got a lot done, but you can see I've outlined all around where the cat is, and that all has to be filled in with that color.
Yeah.
And then there's another part of the hill above that. It looks like it's not nearly as solid. I have to do the house, which will be big.
Oh, are you showing them your toy?
Oh, so cool.
James has plans for November too.
And so yeah, that's one that I'll do. And then also in this bag, this is in Omnia Parados bag, but also in here, I'm really focusing on the one, but I also have this from the Cricut collection. And I love this one. His voice is so sweet.
Do you like that one too?
This one is Autumn Alphabet, and I don't have much of a start on it, just the bottom of the border. And I started in on the fence over here. So it should be fun. And there are, there's grass and stuff that goes behind it. So I'm not worried about it not showing because of that. So.
Sorry for the distractions, everyone. James has lots of opinions about cross stitch. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just have like a bag full of goodies. I don't know if you do this, but I just have a bag full of goodies that I put together for, if I think I need to do something new. Yeah.
Do you want to hold this bag?
November. Like I have Bittersweet September pulled out. These aren't kitted though, for the most part. Pumpkin Harvest from Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, cute.
This is my last one in this series. It's Fall Sampler by Sisters and Best Friends. And I did these all over on 25 count, kind of like this. And I have this really piece of hazelnut I'm going to do that on.
Yeah, do you think that would be really pretty? I think so too.
And I've been doing the little one, but then I add, like I'll add where it says fall. Here. I'll put that up there too.
Oh, nice.
I'll put something on the side of it. Yeah, sounds crazy, I know.
But Miss Laura can do it. She's good at that.
And I have this sweet autumn Posey.
Oh, look at that.
I love that one. And it's from Plum Street.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that a lot.
And Olivia Oakleaf.
Oh, I love that one.
Me too. And Silver Creek is fun to stitch. And she's 123 by 126. What color fabric do you think I should use, James?
What color do you think? Orange? Oh, maybe. Oh, you don't think it'll clash with the orange floss in there? Sorry, guys. This is my loud kid.
I'm throwing things on the floor. Sorry. So that's my bag of goodies, you know, just things that if I think I need a new start, or, you know, I feel like if I manage to get everything else done.
Right. You have something that's on deck.
Yeah. So, and I do that sometimes. I just pull things into a separate bag in case.
Yeah. I've kind of done that with my Halloween stuff.
My Halloween mostly lives together. So
it's nice to be able to just like, I feel like this sort of project.
yes. And my Christmas lives together like that too, for the most part.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I am up to, and I will be hot and heavy planning what I'm going to do for 12 stitches of oh yeah, 12 stitches of Christmas. Oh, 12 days of stitching. She's yelling at me back there and telling me the hashtag 12 days of stitching. And I looked at my whip list that I have on my fancy spreadsheet. And I tried to note the ones that I would want to do. Well, of course, you know, I have way more than 12.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, I narrowed it down to about 13 that I would work on. And I thought if I would make one of those my 25/7, but then I wouldn't start anything new.
Oh, that might be kind of fun though to
But I know it's coming in the nice list.
Oh, see, I had to, because last year I did 12 things too. And I was like, well, I don't know what's in that box, but I guess I'm planning for 3 different starts. Do you need to see that? You can look at that if you'd like.
And other than that, we kind of continue to work on how we're going to lay out our ABC challenge in What You Stitchin'. And I think we're getting people kind of pumped up in there. So we'll see. And that's it. We're just going to get through the week. The one live thing I didn't tell you, I might have to do jury duty starting tomorrow. Yeah, it's funny.
James, do you want to go be on a jury? So you'll need something good to take with you. Maybe you should just take your 25/7 with you.
And give Joe more than just pants.
Oh, well, that's true too.
So, okay, I think that's it. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say? Yeah. What would you like to say? Say Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry for the chaos. Have a good week.